Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it's the end of the month, which means it's time for favourites. So let's go ahead and see what I've been loving in October. Am I the only one that can't believe how fast this year is going? Mind blowing. Anyway, it's a weird little group of things this month. It's just things that I grabbed that I've been enjoying along the way. I haven't been enjoying this because I haven't been using it as such, but I just love the way it looks on my cupboard. So I don't know whether that counts or not, but I'm gonna make it count. This is the Planners Anonymous Fierce Melody Planner. I've got blank inserts in here because they live in my cupboard, and I've just found that with the air conditioner going, the paper gets a bit funny. So I've decided to put them in here so that they don't go funny. But I love the darkness of this planner. You open it up and yeah, you can see the little white pages here, but I just love how dark it is. It's a little bit like the Under the Stars one, which I'm in at the moment for my social media stuff, but there's something with the dashboards being black as well. It's something. And then when this sits on my cupboard, and you see that spine with that charm, it just looks good. It just looks good. So it's a complete, I love this because it looks pretty favourite, but why can't I have one of those? No one said I can't have one of those. Speaking of things that look pretty, this one came out of my my kikki.K favourites that I did at the start of the month. I didn't forget I had this. I knew I had it. It was sitting on my windowsill and it had just junk in it, and I don't know why I didn't have it on my desk. But what I did, so I used to have, well I still do, so I have this little teacup on my desk, so that lives on my desk, and that had all of those pens plus all of this in it, and I just decided I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to have a container for my pens and paintbrushes and markers and stuff that I use, like when I say daily, not quite daily, but I use this one to get powder off, and then I've got paintbrushes and pencils and then whiteboard markers and stuff like that. They all live in here. And I find that now my ink joys sit over there and they're all rainbowy and lovely in their little thing, and this is my Use Me cup, and I love my little Use Me cup. It makes me happy. I forgot how much I love that Vanskap range, and had I not already planned out basically every weekly planner decoration video for the rest of the year, I would be doing a Vanskap. I'm going to put it on the list to do, not first thing in the new year, but pretty close. Alright, where do I go from here? I have been starting my Christmas cards. You'll see one in a minute. I'm deliberately not going to show too many of my Christmas cards on camera before Christmas. So I need to work out exactly what the date is, but it might be like the closest video day to Christmas. I'll put up like a retrospective, and I'll have pictures of all of the cards, because obviously they would have been sent out by then. I'll have like a retrospective of my cards so you guys can see all of them, but I'm not going to make too many of them on camera, and that's for a very specific reason. I don't want people getting spoiled, and also I don't know if you guys like Christmas card videos. You have to let me know if you do, because I will do some, but anyway. But I have been loving adding little bits of sparkle. Now, where did I put that other one? I made a background that was absolutely gorgeous using the texture paste. Now I've lost it. Hold on. I put it under a bit of something heavy so that it wouldn't get lost, and then I went and lost it. This was using the Lawn Fawn gingham stencil. Is it gingham? Anyway, but I just decided not to use the cross. So I just did the one way. So the big stripes are all with just plain oxide, and then the little stripes are done with the stencil paste. This is fairy dust. I just love it. And then this is another one that I did. I'm working on a Christmas ocean card, and I just loved the detail that you get. It's very, very, very cool. You guys know I'm into texture pastes at the moment. I have some ideas for some things with some texture paste for Christmas, but I'm loving the Lawn Fawn fairy dust stencil paste. While we're talking about stencil paste, so if you saw my Hero Arts 5 Ways video that I did the other week, you know I love this stamp set at the moment. It's It is so good for birthday cards, and go and check that video out. I know it was a long one. I didn't mean it to be. It was seriously supposed to be a 25-minute video, and it turned into like a 50-minute video. But anyway, but this was the one I made with the excess of that one. So when I made a dog version of this. When I made that, I had some leftover texture paste. This is just coloured with inks, and I had a leftover cat. So I just stamped out the sending birthday whiskers, and I coloured in a balloon so that it was flying. It's just such a simple card, and I love that these kind of sets you can make such simple cards from. I do have two or three others of the My Monthly Hero ones that I'm going to do those 5 ways for. Just stay tuned for them, because I need to go back and finish doing them, but I haven't done that yet. Okay, other stuff. So we'll keep going with cards. So this was a card that took me a really long time, and you see the video, you'll see what I mean. But it's one of the shakers that I am so in love with, and you guys know I'm a bit funny with shaker cards. I love doing them, but I struggle a little bit. They never seem to shake right. This one shakes perfectly, and it's just such a completely different card for me, something I would never normally do, with the sort of see-through window there for the girl. I just think it's really, really cool. This was using the Gorgeous Girl stamp and die set from Uniquely Creative. Again, something just a little bit different for me, and this is the reasons that I love being on design teams. I would never have bought this stamp set, ever. It just wouldn't have been one that I gravitated towards, but it's one that I actually really like, and watching things that the other people in the design team have done with it, so cutting out the girl and just having all the florals, I have so many more ideas. I wish I had like a projector of all my ideas so that I could have them sort of sketched out. I can't draw, so I have ideas popping into my head at random times of the night, but I never seem to remember them all. But this was one that did come to me and it worked, so I was very happy with that one. Okay, we're going to continue. This is the only Christmas card I'm going to show you that I've made. I've now made 11 or 12, and I stole a bit of an idea from Audrey from the Lawn Fawn design team. So Lawn Fawn brought out a peppermint stripe, so it kind of looks a little bit like this. It's kind of got like the thick and the thin. I'd already got this one from Uniquely Creative. This is the candy stripe cover plate, and I love this. I love it. I've been using it I used it for birthday cards. It looks so good tone on tone, so like a white on white. It looks really good inlaid. That's what I did with the rest of the stuff from this one. But I saw Audrey's video, which was in the Peppermint Stripes intro 2 video. I'll link it down below. And she cut out 2 and she crossed them together to get like a buffalo print. And I thought, well, I've got the candy stripe. I wonder if I could do that to kind of get a lattice. How good does that look? I love this. I love it. If I could make all of them like this, I really would. I just think it's really cool. Very easy to do, very, very simple, just red cardstock, nothing else, and then the white behind it. And this is just a Lawn Fawn giant holiday sentiment. Probably took me longer to pop out all the bits from the die than it did to actually make the card, but this is one of my favourite Christmas cards, and I'm absolutely in love with it. The other thing I am in love with when it comes to Christmas cards is this. I never thought I'd be a sparkle cardstock kind of girl, but apparently I am. Not for, and I'm not showing you the rest of the cards that I've done these for, so please excuse that. This is the Kaiser Sparkle cardstock in gold, rose gold, and silver. I think I have a holographic or a white in there as well that would look beautiful for snow. Basically, I was trying to find something that was like the Lawn Fawn Pixie Dust, and it's pretty close. It's pretty close. But I don't use these in big chunks. I use them in tiny little chunks. So I have a couple here that I've sort of cut out. So I've got like little strips or little tiny strips that I have. So just for little accents. They're nothing massive. This is a bad example, but like you could put that just on there for just a teeny tiny little something. You could stick it in the middle, like down a couple of the lines, just for a teeny tiny little bit of sparkle. And I just think it's really, really, really cool if you use it subtly. And because you can do things like this, you can cut it really thin and you can have it sitting like on the side. You actually have, these cardstocks last for ages. These were all 12 by 12s. I think I bought 2 at once, and this is, I've barely chunked into them, and I'm enjoying them immensely. immensely. Okay, not too many more to go. This one is sort of signifying all the Paper Lovers books, but I forgot how much I loved the kikki.K Paper Lovers books. I don't know how I forgot, because I know, and they all sit up there and they look really pretty, but sometimes I forget that you need to go in and use them. And when I did the Mountains weekly decoration the other week, it just reminded me how much I love them, which is why I will be doing more kikki.K. The good news is, if you've missed the good news, that kikki.K has been saved. They have been bought. They have got 2022 diaries coming very soon. So if you're a kikki.K diary person, don't worry, you're fine. And there's also the Christmas collection coming. So as soon as the Christmas collection is out, I will have my hands on it, and I will show you guys that. Also, a side note with that, some of the stores are opening again too. So it's not just that kikki.K has been saved and it's all online. The stores are coming back too. I don't know where the stores are coming back yet. I would give anything for one to come back at Werribee, but as long as it comes back at High Point, I'll be fine. But yeah, just the Paper Lovers books from kikki.K are wonderful. There is so much in them. They can be used so many different ways, and I just love them. Alright, two more little things. This is another Planners Anonymous one. I should have done this when I did the tan. We've never seen a ruler from Planners Anonymous before, but this was awesome. It's just such a cute little one. It does live in here. I have my metal rulers for when I'm doing cuts and stuff, but just for using pen. This is acrylic. It's really hard. I don't want to bend it because I don't want to break it, but it's a really solid one, and it feels like it would be really good for working down a page. It is perfect to go. I don't have my planner here. It's in the top bedroom, top lounge room. It's perfect to go across the page. And I love the little message that's on it here. It's just, you're a star, so don't measure your success by somebody else's ruler. And I just love that. I think it's a perfect quote for this one. And yeah, I love that. And then last but not least, this is something that I saw and I sort of went, oh, I wonder what that's like. And then when I bought it, I bought the washi tape first. And because of Australia Post's delivery schedule at the moment, it took like 4.5 weeks for this to come from one side of Melbourne to the other. It came with some pants. It wasn't just the washi tape. This is from Target, by the way. So this is a 4-pack of Disney washi tape. It's got this gorgeous brown with the gold foil Mickey Mouse. It's got the pink, well, pinky purple with the mouse heads. It's got the white with the pink Mickey Mouse written, and then it's got rainbows and Mickey heads on some purple. So I bought this first, and then as soon as I got them, I'm like, I so have to do a week using that. So then I had to go and get the paper pad. So they are the 4 washi tapes, and then this is the paper pad that goes with it. It is 21 by 29.7, so to me that's an A4. I think it's A4. Let me have a look. Very close to A4. And there is 6 different designs, and you get there's 24 sheets. So you've got the rainbow, and they very much match these. So you've got that sort of rainbowy kind of one. So 2, 3. Oh, okay, they do it that way. Righto, they do them all at once. So you've got the 4 sheets of that. You've got this sort of watercolor Mickey look on the pail with the watercolors. You've got Minnie. That's really cute. Is that just Minnie, or is it got... No, it's just Minnie. So you've got the big bow there. You've got the darker one, so the 2 kind of mouse heads. You've got the gold foil string that matches the one out of there. And then you've got, just making sure I haven't missed anything. Then you've got the stripes with the mouse heads as well. I'll be using this in a weekly decoration very, very soon. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. I don't tend to fall down Disney holes too often, but that was too cute to avoid, so I couldn't help it. But that's it. That's everything I have been loving this month. Like I said, there's lots of Christmas cards going on behind the scenes. I know I have bought a lot this month. I haven't had a chance to play with a lot of it yet, which is why it hasn't quite made my favourites list. But stay tuned next month. Next month you might see a lot of Christmas stuff. Whoops, I dropped the ruler. Don't know whether I'll do the Christmas stuff in November or December. I might do like a specific Christmas favourites. I don't know. Let me know down below what you'd like to see. But yes, I will be sharing all my Christmas cards, but I'll be doing it all in one hit. And I do have a Christmas planner idea video as well that's sort of sitting in the back of my head. I'm working on that. But that's it for this month's favourites. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys have an absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome rest of your week. And I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!